Life can change so fast, so unexpectedly. Love when you can, while you can, as much as you can. In a blink of an eye, everything can change. Well, today is Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and our son is in the hospital. He's been sick for about 7 months total. He had 3 major surgeries. He was on the wound vac a couple of times and then had 4 skin grafts. And the wound was almost healed. It was about as big as a dime. It had dried out, but in drying out, it also cracked, and it was a source of infection, got in there. And then about 3 weeks ago, he started getting really, really sick. And he's in the ICU. When he first went in, they said he had like a 10% chance of survival. So it's been a really rough time for our family, needless to say. My brother just called. I guess my aunt is in the hospital. She's sick. And so he's gonna call my cousins and give them hugs and kisses for me. Let's see. I just don't know how much more I can really handle. But I also feel like I need to get out of myself, get away from anything negative, and just focus on doing something positive today. The kids have put together some baskets. I think there's 5 of them for the food bank. We did turkey and ham and all the fixins and stuff. And I'm so glad they did that, because I didn't have the energy to really get started doing that. And it was really nice of them to do that for me. They also told me, they said, "Mom, I don't want to have Thanksgiving until Mike gets home." So Ken's out in the garage right now. He's got a box and he's packing up our food for Thanksgiving, and we figured we might as well just take that to the food bank, because that could bless another whole family. And we'll just have dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, when Michael gets home. And I'm going to keep a hold of that thought today. And since we're going out, we want to take pizzas to the nurses. They have just been inundated. It's just been so busy. And I think that since we're going out anyway, I might as well just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then I'll feel like I've blessed someone and kind of gotten out of my little pity party here. You know, I'm trying to stay positive, but today's been hard. It's just been kind of creeping in, especially with news of my aunt and everything like that. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think Ken said he wanted to watch a comedy tonight. So we're just gonna try to divert our mind to just positivity today. We're on the way to the pizza parlor to pick up some pizzas for the hospital emergency department in the ICU. We're here at the New York pizza place, and we're getting a bunch of pizzas for the nurses and doctors just to show our appreciation. Here comes Ken with the first round. There he goes. He's getting another big handful. Here he comes with the other. You got 1 more coming, right? 2 more coming. Now we're on the way to the hospital to drop these off, because I know they're really busy, because I talked to Mike's nurse, and she's the nurse manager, so she's even working the floor today. That's how busy they are. Bless their heart. You know, sometimes it's like we celebrate baseball players, you know, here in Cooperstown. They make, millions of dollars a year, and they're heroes, in quotes. And at times like this, it's the nurses and doctors and all the people that work at the hospital. I mean, they're the real heroes. So I want to support them. They have done so much for our family in caring for our son. It's really hard because we're a COVID hospital, and we're not able to visit right now because the cases are a little on the high side. So it's difficult on us as parents, but we have faith in our healthcare workers here, and we just want to encourage them. So we're just going to go over here and drop these off for the staff. It's 10 till 5, and I know they probably haven't even eaten lunch, so they can at least get a slice of pizza and keep going, you know? Bless their hearts. Kind of funny when something like this happens. All the days kind of run together. Today's Wednesday. We're supposed to have a meeting with the doctor here in a little bit, so I'm gonna get up and get showered and ready to go. I hope they have good news. I don't know. Well, good morning. We're back at the hospital, and we're going to have a meeting with our son's doctor today. He's the chief medical resident. So we're just waiting in the parking lot for him to call us to tell us that we're able to come up. And then the security will escort us up because they're not letting any visitors in. It has to be all coordinated and everything. So we're just waiting in the parking lot. We just had the meeting with his doctor, and we spent about an hour going over everything. Apparently, he had an anaphylactic reaction to a new medication they were trying, and fortunately the nurse was at the bedside. She turned it off and treated him appropriately, but it really took a lot out of him. And so now we also learned that the hospital is closed for visitors. They were doing it like day by day, so you'd call in the morning, you'd find out if they were allowing visitors, but they made the decision last night at midnight to close the hospital to visitors for 2 weeks. So we're not able to see him anymore. And yeah, that's really hard. But we just keep going along. My brother called and told us that my aunt died. She was 93, my mom's sister. She lived across the street from us growing up. They had 5 kids, and then we had 4 kids. So it was like a 9-kid family. And my brother, he's so wonderful. He just knew that I was at my max as far as what I could handle. And he said, you know, I got you. And I'll send condolences, we'll send flowers, I'll take care of everything, you know, just worry about Mike. And so it's really nice to have a brother who kind of helps you out when times are tough, and I really appreciate him. So that's what our day has been like today. They're not even having a funeral for my aunt because of the COVID. They can't do it, I guess. Can't have that many people together. You know how big our family is. There's no way they would let us have a funeral. So I'll just connect with my cousins maybe later in the week. So today has been a tough day. I'm just getting ready to go to bed, but I had to share my day with you. This morning the doctor had called us, and just to give us an update, he responded very well to having that reaction to the medication. However, during the night, his oxygen saturations had went down into the low 80s, so they were really concerned that he might end up on the ventilator. And over the course of this whole hospitalization, he was really sick. I mean, he had cardiogenic shock, sepsis. the cardiogenic shock was so severe, it put such stress on the heart that he actually had a septal heart attack and respiratory failure, and his kidneys were shutting down, and it was just like one thing after another. And he has all the tubes out. He's been breathing on his own, but last night he started having problems breathing, and so they decided to put him on a 100% non-rebreather mask, and hopefully that would, help him out. But I could tell that he was using all of his axillary muscles. I could hear it, just how he was distressed in the background. So that was this morning. And then this afternoon I posted on YouTube and I kind of updated you guys what was going on, and y'all started praying, and there's power in prayer. Okay, now Kay said she was going to pray at 9 o'clock, and I know a lot of you were joining her. And when I talked to my brother tonight, he's the liaison between us and the rest of our family, and he's having everybody pray at 9 o'clock. Okay. So 9 o'clock came. I set my alarm on my phone. I was praying there right with you guys. And at 9:07, the nurse FaceTimed me on Michael's phone, and it was like a miracle. He was off the oxygen. He was no respiratory distress. They had given him just a little bit of Lasix because they thought maybe the pleural effusion, it would help that kind of get rid of some of the fluids without having to put like chest tubes in or doing a paracentesis. And they took a gamble. They gave him a little bit of Lasix. I guess it was just enough to just get him over that threshold where he's doing really well. And I'm quite sure that all of your prayers, my prayer warriors, had a lot to do with it. So I just wanted to let you know that tonight I am going to sleep like a baby, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you seems like such a inadequate statement, but thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. It is Friday, and I got to talk to Michael this morning, and he was off the oxygen. He actually had drank a protein shake and ate half of a little bowl of oatmeal. And that's the first nutrition that he's had pretty much in 3 weeks. So it is like a miracle, you guys. It is truly a miracle. And when I talked to him, he was really tuckered out. I think yesterday was just a really trying day for him when he had the reaction, and then going into having the respiratory problems just kind of wore him out. And so he said, "Mom, all I want to do is sleep. Don't bug me today. Don't call me. I'll call you." So Ken and the other boys, we decided we were just going to take the boat out and spend a couple hours on the lake, and it was the best thing that we did. We just like when you're with someone and you don't need to have to talk, you can just be in your own thoughts. That's what we did. And I think it was really good to kind of get out of the house and just it felt like it was just like we could finally exhale. We've been holding our breath for 3 weeks, and today we finally were able to exhale. So it's been a wonderful day. There is power in prayer, and I just thank you guys so much. When I talked to Michael today, I said, last night everybody was praying for you around 9 o'clock, everyone, like family, friends, our whole town. I said everybody on YouTube all over the world. And he just smiled, you know, because it still hurts him to talk. He had all those tubes in his throat, was just really raw. And then when he was throwing up all those times, he actually tore his esophagus like 3/4 of the way there, and then he had some bleeding problems in his stomach. I mean, I'm telling you, he had everything wrong with him, like multi-system failure, okay? And so anyway, it's difficult for him to talk, but he smiled, and I could just tell that, you know, he wants to say thank you for all of your prayers. Today is Sunday, but I wanted to fill you guys in on our Saturday. Saturday we got up, Ken and I, and we were sitting on the front porch having a cup of coffee and just praying and being so thankful. And this deer just came across the yard. And it was kind of like a cool moment. I don't even know. But Mike continues to do well. He ate a little bit more yesterday. He actually got up in the cardiac chair in the afternoon and got back to bed. He's pretty tuckered out, and the doc came in and they're actually sent him to the step down unit last night. So today I called him this morning and I wanted to see how he did. He goes, "Oh, I slept so good," because they don't check as frequently on that unit like they do in the ICU. He goes, "I slept so good." So he was feeling really good. He was eating oatmeal. He had taken a few bites of yogurt. He'd already drank one whole protein shake. I mean, it's just like so phenomenal. Everything looks great. And dun dun dun, we just found out, it's in the afternoon now on Sunday, we just found out that they are going to be discharging him in about 2 hours. And I can't wait to get my son home. And I just want to thank you guys. The turning point in all of this was when I reached out to my family and my community and all of you and asked for your prayers. It was just that particular day, I really struggled in my head. I really was struggling to keep my faith, you know, and it was like all day long, like I'd have something kind of negative come in, like what if he doesn't make it? And I'd have to push that out of my head and just pray. And, you know, I prayed that although I couldn't see it, what the purpose was, that I still trusted in the Lord. And so that's what I maintained that whole day. And then y'all came in like my prayer warrior cavalry. And from that evening on, it's been like a miracle. What can I say? Just beautiful. And I just want to thank you guys. It's been a long month. You guys know I'm really like organized, and I like to clean. It's relaxing for me. I haven't done anything. My house looks like a bomb went off, like bad, like really bad. I told Ken, I said, it's kind of like when I get, have a problem in my life, like I'll tend to eat unless it's a really big problem, and then I won't eat anything. And it's kind of like that too. Like, I know that I sublimate. I know that when I'm thinking about something I have to make a decision on, I'll go like clean a bathroom and just kind of, you know, clean a bathroom, but I'm thinking about, you know, what I need to make a decision on, or maybe a problem I'm having. And then it's like, hopefully by the time I finish cleaning the bathroom, you know, I've kind of worked my way through the issue. And so I do that a lot. That's just my nature. I find it a way to cope. I guess it's a coping mechanism. But this month, I haven't done any of that. I've let things go. My house it's just a mess. It's really just a mess. And you know, the interesting thing is, it's mostly my personal areas, like my makeup area. I have my makeup where I have, like, everything has a place to put it, and it's just all over my counter, okay? And then the other day, Ken was like, what's going on with your nightstand? Because there's this crap all over it, okay? I have books all over on the floor next to my bed. I have dirty clothes next to the floor of my bed. It's just like crazy. And I don't know, like, what that is all about. I should probably call my uncle. He's a psychiatrist, so I should call him and ask him, like, why am I doing that or whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like now that he's coming home, I can get back to cleaning. And I don't know what that whole clutterbug thing was in my personal space. I don't know. But I'm gonna clean my house. I'll show you guys too, because, like, you'll be shocked. Like, my side of the bedroom is like a bomb went off. Ken's side is like meticulous. What else? Just, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling here, but it's been very difficult this past month to cope with all this stuff. And I just kind of was having a moment here where I was like reflecting on, like, how did I deal with it, you know? And it was sometimes a struggle. So now I feel like just rejuvenated, like I can start getting my house back in order. And I think everything is going to be a-okay. He's home. It's going to be a little process of getting him, you know, back 100%. But I just want to thank you guys again for all of your prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until the next video, I will talk to you guys later. And thank you.